Hello friends, welcome to your 30-minute strong upper body strength workout. My name is Liney and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 5 of week 4 of my Body Blueprint program, which is a guided strength series that I've developed to help you build or strengthen your movement foundation so you can feel strong and confident in your workouts now and for the rest of your life. All you need today is some space to work in, a clear view of your screen, and the dumbbells of your choice. My weights are there just for you to reference, but you can always go heavier or lighter than me depending on how strong you're feeling today or how hard you want to push. Remember, the heavier the weights you select, the harder this will be. Just make sure that your weight selection doesn't compromise on your form. We always want to move with control and with purpose. Now today's workout consists of 3 giant sets. Each giant set consists of 4 exercises. We'll be working 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we'll be doing each giant set twice through before moving on to the next. I will sprinkle in some longer rest periods there to help the muscles recover, but other than that, we do have a warm-up and a cool-down included, so this is your one-stop shop. If you're ready, I hope you are ready to go out with a bang. This is the final workout of this program, so well done for making it here. Let's finish strong. All right, friends, let's start with our warm-up, extending the arms out. What we're gonna do is shimmy one shoulder down, twist the palms, and then shimmy the other way. So we're just twisting the palms, pushing one shoulder forward at a time. Great, keep the core nice and tight to prevent rotating too much through the torso and the spine. Alrighty, let's bring the arms up. Reach, 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 and then bring the elbows down. Try and touch them behind your back. And then reach it back up nice and strong. Making a beautiful W shape here with the hands. Lengthening through the sides of the neck. Squeezing those back muscles together. We're gonna go on to all fours in a tabletop position here. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. From here in a neutral position, we are going to arch over side of the hip and crown goes over to the left and then the right. It's really squeezing with the abs, the side of the obliques here. All right, when you're ready, sit it back. We are going to round forward with an arch in the upper back and then sway back as we drop the belly. Cat-cow motion here, but we're rocking back and forth to really give a wave to that spine. Okay, untuck yourself, drop yourself to your belly slightly, lift the chin, and we have our hands on our tailbone. We are going to flap out those wings. Try and touch your shoulders down to the mat, and then lift them nice and high as the elbows go up to the ceiling. And finally, bring yourself back into tabletop. Flip your wrists so that your fingertips are facing your thighs, and we're gently gonna rock back and forward, giving a slight stretch across the back of the forearm here. Warming up the wrists, stretching them out. They're going to do some work for us today as they grip nice and tight onto the dumbbells. Okay, and that is your warm-up complete, friends. We're gonna hop into the first giant set. I want you to go ahead, if you have a hex dumbbell, go ahead and grab that. If you want to use another elevated surface like some blocks and bricks, maybe even a chair, edge of a coffee table, etc., go ahead and do so. We're gonna do some tricep dips. You can also do these on the floor. With your legs extended, we're going to press through our palms, lengthen through the sides of the neck. We're gonna do 1.5 reps. So you touch the booty down, bring it up halfway, lower all the way, and then press as you extend and straighten fully. Now making sure here that we're always keeping length, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, and we're controlling this. Elbows shooting directly back behind you, making sure they're not splaying outwards. Keeping it nice and controlled. And there it is. All right, up onto your feet. Go ahead and clear out your space. Grab yourself a light to moderate dumbbell. We are going to start on the right side. Either support yourself against the wall or against your own knee. We are going to do those concentration curls, keeping the dumbbell nice and firm in those hands, or in that hand, sorry. Pointing your elbow down to the mat as we bring the palm up to the same side shoulder. So as you can see, my elbow is staying completely stationary in space. It's not flaring out. It's not swinging forward. I'm simply just hinging from the elbow. Now we're making this movement harder today by we're gonna do each side twice, let's say. Last week we did each side 1 time, I believe. This time we're really gonna load up that bicep. Okay, drop it, shake it. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Try and keep a similar pace here. You know the drill. Grip that dumbbell, curl it up, squeeze, lengthen down with control. Also be cognizant of your wrist here, guys. We want to make sure that we're not craning the wrist and using that to cheat the movement. Your wrist stays nice and neutral, nice and strong. We're only moving the elbow. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and grab yourself your lightest set of weights. We're going to do some sweeps with those arms. So we are going to have the dumbbells up by the sides, sweep it up overhead, and then pull it down. Really keep those elbows nice and high. We want to keep the dumbbells parallel to the ground here. Sweep it up, strong core, pull it back down. Keep going. Just want to open my sliding door here, guys. It is hot. It's like very gloomy outside, but hot, humid. Keep it going. Reach it up, pull it down. Making sure to bend those knees to really let yourself come forward with that torso, sending the hips back. And take your break. Okay, we have 30 seconds here because this marks the end of the first round of giant set number 1. We're gonna do all those movements one more time, and this is your opportunity. If you would like, you can increase your weights. So we're gonna start with the tricep dip. That is a body weight movement. If you wanna advance it this round, pick a higher surface, a more elevated surface to give yourself a bigger range of motion. Otherwise, you can stay on the ground or on a dumbbell, that's fine. Just keep it controlled. Remember, we're doing 1.5 reps. And let's focus on our breathing here. Big exhale as we press to fully extend. Inhale as you come through the half rep. Are you craning your neck? Are you letting those shoulders right up to your ears? If so, let's press through those palms. Come on, you got this. Keep your form nice and clean. And give it a rest. All right, moving right along, we're gonna do the concentration curls. If you want to increase your weights, by all means, just make sure we're not compromising on that elbow staying stationary. All right, let's do it. Nice and slow. Don't let gravity take over as we extend that arm. Keep the weight in your control and make sure we fully straighten at the bottom of the range of motion or the bottom of the rep. Can feel the pump. How you doing? That is one of my favorite isolation movements for the biceps. Ever since I started doing those, definitely have noticed big improvements in my biceps. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Let's do this on the other side, nice and steady. Keep your eye on that elbow. Make sure it's not moving back and forth, side to side, front to back. I don't want it going anywhere. It should stay right where it is. And shake it out. All right, guys, final movement for this giant set before we take a longer break and move on to some new exercises. We're gonna do those sweeps. Go light with these if you have to. I understand it is a hard movement to go heavy on. Come on, making sure we're not dropping the elbows here. Keep them lifted. Game face on. Let's push to the end here. It's been a long week of exercising. Ooh, those just about finished me. I'm working on a very sore body today. Bear with me. All right, guys, take your break, grab some water, pat your brow. We're moving on to some new movements. When you're ready, you can meet me on the floor. For the first one, we're gonna work some chest. So grab a moderate to heavy weight. We're going to alternate between a wide chest press, elbows coming out about 30 degrees, squeezing up. Then you rotate your palms and we do a close chest press or a neutral chest press, where our palms are facing each other. Just gonna alternate back and forth between those variations. And let's really focus on synchronizing our exhales as we push the dumbbells overhead. All right, let's do it. Inhale down, exhale, push and squeeze. Inhale down, exhale, push. And there it is. Okay, quick transition here. I'm gonna grab one weight. I'm gonna go for a lighter weight here in one hand. What's gonna happen is we're going to bend into a single arm skull crusher, straighten all the way, and then we're gonna fly out. Now when you come into the fly, you have a slight bend in that elbow, and then we repeat. Gonna have some core involved here as we work to stabilize our hips with this lopsided load of weight. But really squeeze, feel the stretch at the bottom of each rep here. Woo, definitely feeling that. Okay, simply just gonna do the other side, keeping a similar pacing with our reps here. And let's do it. We bend, gripping the dumbbell nice and tight, extend all the way, slight bend in that elbow, lower down, squeeze up. I want you to try and get lower. With every rep, feel more of a stretch across the chest and the fly. Exhale up. And more of a stretch behind the back of the arm with the skull crusher. And take your break. All right, flip over onto your hands and feet or hands and knees. We're going to do a ladder push-up with a back extension. So you're gonna give me one push-up, drop to your belly, back extension. Then you're gonna give me two push-ups. Now, of course, you can take the push-ups on your knees. And then three push-ups. So every time you're adding one push-up. I've officially made it down onto my knees here. I don't mind if you do kneeling push-ups as long as you keep moving. And there it is. Woo! That one definitely builds some heat. Okay, give it a quick stretch. Slowly make your way back onto your mat. We're going to go from the top. Maybe think I can do it with 12 and a half. So let me just try. Put them out here for a reason, you know? If need be, I'll drop the weight selection. Okay, one rep close, one rep wide. Let's do it. Now, because I'm loading up these, I might have to drop to my knees for the push-ups later, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. And there it is. Okay, we're gonna move on to those skull crushers. Very proud of myself for going heavier there. I'm gonna stick with the 5 kg here for the single skull crusher and fly, purely just because these are isolation movements. And you know, this chest fly really involves the shoulder joint, which is quite sensitive. So we don't wanna load too heavy here with the free weight. Form over ego, control over showing off every single time. How you doing? Can you make it to the end? And enjoy your 15 seconds here, guys. We are going to finish off on the other side, then flip over to do the push-ups and the back extensions. Are you ready? Let's bend, big exhale, extend, lower, and squeeze. Come on, let's slow down those reps, really feel the muscles work. Send your concentration to the back of the arms and to the upper part of the chest. Feel those muscle fibers relax and contract with every single rep. Great, okay, flip it over. We have 45 seconds left of this giant set. Then we're gonna move on to the last group of exercises. How quickly does time fly? Okay, remember, 1 push-up, 1 back extension. 2 push-ups, 1 back extension. Take it at your own pace here. In that back extension, make sure we're not lifting the chin up, we're keeping the head nice and neutral. All of the movement is coming from that lower back as you push your hips, your thighs, and the tops of your feet into the ground. Come on, you're doing so well. And take your well-deserved 45 seconds, friends. Whew, my goodness, killing it. Okay, we're gonna move on to the final set of exercises here. First up is going to be wide to close rows. So we're gonna do these single-armed. We're gonna find a similar position that we had with those concentration curls by supporting yourself on your thigh. You're gonna give me 1 rep lowering down to your toe and pulling up nice and close as your triceps skim the ribs. Then you're gonna give me 1 rep about 40 degrees, 45 degrees out from that shoulder joint, nice and wide. And we're gonna alternate there. Let's do it. Pull it in close, squeeze and hold, lower down, pull it in out 45 degrees, hold, and lower. You'll have a slight twist of your wrist as we switch the different positions here. Exhale. And drop it. All right. Whew. We're gonna do the other side. Similar pacing. My mic is truly just showing off here. Hello. My apologies. We're gonna do that on the other side. Let's go. Pull it up. And then pull it out 40 degrees, 45 degrees. Really let that shoulder drop as you extend all the way down, and then retract and pull that shoulder high as the elbow leads to the sky. And take your 15 seconds, go ahead and grab a light to moderate weight. We're doing 3-point raises, starting with the palms twisted, facing outwards. You scoop up to shoulder height, bring it down, flip the palms, lift up to shoulder height again, and then raise up 45 degrees with this bend in the elbows, and repeat. This is point 1. Flip, raise it up again, point 2, and then out 45 degrees. Nice. Making sure to elongate through the sides of the neck here. Minimize the swaying with your hips and just move from your shoulders. And there it is. All right, guys, the last movement to worry about today is going to be a row, curl, and push press. So grab a moderate weight, feet shoulder width apart, send the hips back, dumbbells trace down the legs, relax the shoulders down. We're gonna pull in for a row, drive the hips forward, curl it up, and then press with a little bounce in the knees. All right, you got this. Let's do it again. Pull it in, extend down, hips come forward, hammer curl it up, catch and press. Great. Now really making sure as we come out of that press and we lower the dumbbells back down, you're controlling it. So right here, keep it slow. Nice. And there it is. All right, one more time through each of those movements, and we'll call it a day, starting with the wide, close, single arm bent over row. Feel free to increase your weight as long as your form stays good. I'm gonna try and do 12.5 kgs, 27.5 pounds on one side. We'll see how it goes. You ready? Let's go. Go at your own pace here. Synchronizing the breath to the movement, exhaling as we pull up. Inhale as we slowly control it down. Leading with the elbows. Gripping onto the handle of that dumbbell, squeeze it. Get those wrists nice and strong. Take it out. Sometimes I forget how how gassed I feel with bent over rows. They really are a silent killer. You're like, oh, single arm upper body movement. That's not gonna get my heart rate up. Famous last words. We got this. Come on, I want to see you pull faces. Oh. And shake it out. All right, gonna end off here with 2 more intervals. That is 2 more minutes of work before we cool down. Don't give up on me. You're gonna stay right here. Don't cheat yourself. 3-point raises, I'm going heavier. Why not? Let's go. At your own pace, making sure to control the descent of that weight. Keep a slight bend in those elbows for me, guys. Keep relaxing those shoulders down and breathing. And take your final 15-second rest interval here. We're gonna do the row to curl and press one more time, finishing off with pretty much a total upper body movement here. I don't think I'll be able to curl those 12 and a half, so we're just gonna stay here with 7 and a halves. Good. Come on. We're almost done. And then you have completed 4 weeks of strength training with me. And just like that, we have finished another killer workout. Hope you're ready. Cool down, don't go anywhere. This is where the magic happens. Let's give back to our bodies. Wipe the sweat off your brow. We're gonna take one hand across and over, lightly place your palm on your temple and pull it down. If you want, you can take the free arm, loop it back behind your back to the opposite hip and relax your shoulder down. Let's switch it out. Take some deep breaths. I want you to reflect today which movement felt easy, which movement felt difficult. With that easy movement, if you have the option to, next time you do it, go a little bit heavier, move a little bit slower. You've proved that you have the strength to do so. All right, bringing one knee up, cross the opposite hand to the outer side of the thigh. We're taking the free arm, lacing it again behind like we did for that previous stretch. And we're doing a spinal twist here. Focus your gaze on a fixed point to help stabilize yourself. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we're gonna clasp our hands behind our backs, send the knuckles down towards the ankles, opening up the chest, peeling the shoulders together. Chest expander. Slightly lifting the chin. And let a smile spread across your face as you realized you've been doing the challenge with me, the program. You've come a very long way, and you should be so proud. All right, on the inhale, arms sweep up, reach the fingers up towards the sky, and exhale, bend the knees, fold over. Maybe grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. And let the force of gravity really pull your head down to the ground, lengthening the spine. And go ahead and roll yourself up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other at a time. And with that, go ahead and give yourself a big round of applause and a massive pat on the back, especially if you have completed Body Blueprint. I'm gonna be more proud of you. You've shown up for yourself for 4 weeks, and I hope you feel the difference. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find the entire Body Blueprint playlist down below in the description. But otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd love to see your face around here more often. Drop a comment down below with how you're feeling if you finish the challenge. How are you doing? We did it. Couldn't be more proud. If you just did this workout, let me know down below which movement was your favorite. But otherwise, well done for showing up for yourself today. I hope you have a lovely day because you do deserve it. And I'll see you very soon. Bye, friends.